Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian and I am a very depressed man. That was the most boring and useless display Scotland has put on at Hampden in many years. The fact that we have not had a win since Cyprus in September, drawing to get the likes of Norway, which we'd already qualified, Georgia, which definitely made things a little bit iffy for us, getting pumped by England, France and Holland, and now that awful display against Northern Ireland. The Euros morale is going to be an absolute dip. On Friday, we didn't play awful against Holland until the last 10 minutes, where the scoreline just made it look like it was such an imbalance to what the actual game was. This was bad. Realistically, there was one player on the pitch that actually was trying for us, and it was Kieran Tierney, who's actually played the first time I've seen him play 90 minutes of football in a long time. He was the only person on that pitch that actually tried a lot. Nathan Patterson, Jesus man, if you give him 5 attempts, 3 will be awful, 1 will be alright, and 1 will be absolutely class. But the awful ones are what we keep remembering. That game was shocking. We didn't really come to light until the second half at all, and it's a real wonder going into the Euros. We do have a couple more friendlies coming up, and we've got to do better than that. Because the opening game against Germany is going to be a real shocker if we continue to play like that, especially going over. Everyone was a little bit optimistic, and I think it's maybe got a little bit to our heads, and the humbling does seem to be like it's going to come for us, because these past games in September have not been it. Granted, the one against Spain, we won't get into much detail about that because we get absolutely robbed from Scott McTominay's goal, but this is just not it. I'm not looking forward to these next few games unless players start to hit a little bit of form. This is a very disappointing March camp, and hopefully that once the pressures of the season have all come away, the boys can actually fully concentrate on this. Because you have the likes of Robertson going for the Premier League, although he did get injured tonight. Whether it's long term or not, we don't know, but Connor Bradley could easily just come in right into that role for him, who did get the goal tonight for Northern Ireland, which is an absolute cracker, to be fair. You can't take away from that from the wee guy. Like, he deserved it. He took that well, but it just shows the fact, the lack of keepers that we have. Although Angus Gunn didn't have much to do tonight, that was a big shocker about how the fact is that these championships and Scottish League keepers that we have that are not performing at the top level is really going to come back to bite us. I really want Aaron Hickey to be back soon. I don't know how long his injury is going to be, but he seems to be the one that we need for right back, because Nathan Patterson, you're just not it, pal. They were absolutely atrocious. Billy Gilmore wasn't at his best tonight either. It's a bit disappointing because of how well he normally does. He was very lackluster, not trying anything. He got himself a yellow card that was a bit stupid, and we didn't get anything for it. Stuart Armstrong was alright when he came on, not great. Like, he had an absolute hooner of a cross that just went straight out for a goal kick. John McGinn was not at it either. Kenny McLean looked okay in spells when he came on. Other than that, you barely even seen him. He only maybe had the ball about 4 or 5 times. Lyndon Dykes looked okay as well, but yet again, no service for him when he got the ball. I think he only had 2 opportunities to try and bring it down, and he never really had much on from that. Cooper was okay. Jack Hendry, meh, not awful, not great. Just, he was there. And it shows that we really miss players like Cal McGregor in that midfield. Like Lewis Ferguson, he had an opportunity at the end, but other than that, when he came on for the injured Andy Robertson, he was really far behind and really poor in that. I'm very worried about what's going to happen coming up in these next couple of weeks. But the most important thing for the boys is they have to concentrate on their league games, get that out of the head, and then have a good camp in June and May, leading up to the Euros, because it can't get any worse than what it's been like the past couple of months. But it's been about 6 months now since we last won a game. It's really disappointing to see. We should have probably beat Georgia based on the form we were in at the time, and we should be beating Northern Ireland at home. But congratulations to them. They were the better team tonight. Their tactics played out well. Scotland were absolutely shambolic, and nothing. That final pass or that final decision making was just lackluster. There was nothing really there for the boys to attack. Communication was low. There didn't seem to be any sort of morale. Like, I heard as well that at half time the Northern Ireland fans were out singing the entirety of Hampden by like 500 away fans, which is just something that should not happen. Like the amount of fans that were there just seemed to have the sting take out of their morale as well, just on how bad things have been. There's nothing to cheer about. There's no actual commitment to that. And it's just an absolute shame that that's where we're sitting at right now, going into a tournament where we deserve to be there from the qualification tournament we had. But now going in with just absolute no morale, no sting, no hope, no just even optimism, which we've never really expect to win these tournaments. Like, it's just a reality check what we're going through right now. But I'm still expecting a little bit better. Like, we should we should be beating Northern Ireland at home, but I'm not going to take it away from them. They deserve to win tonight. We were very poor. There was no final pass there that made me even get out of my chair, apart from the one that was tipped over the bar. Like, in the whole 90 minutes of football, there was one instance where it was like, oh, we might have got it, and that's really it. But I'm very disappointed with the result tonight, and I can only really look forward to the next camp, and hopefully we can go into the Euros with a little bit more of team morale or something like that. But hey ho, I'm going to just leave it there. Not really happy with that result, but we're going to leave it for that one. If you so do want to stick around for more Scotland content, I will be doing a lot more when the Euros are coming up. And make sure to drop a sub to the channel and stick around for that. I'll be doing live streams for every Scotland game coming up now. I couldn't do last Friday's, unfortunately, due to an illness in the family, but coming up, they will not be missed. Thanks very much, everyone, for tuning in tonight, and for everyone who's sticking along for the live stream. I will see you then. Good luck. My name is Brian. Have a good day.